So this is kind of a new bike day video. This is a Jamis Renegade. I bought this in November of 2019. It's now February of 2020. I have about 400 miles on it. Been using it primarily to commute to work. Why did I buy this bike? The reason I bought this bike is I have a traditional touring bike, which I like, but I also wanted something that I could commute to work on and then be able to take on maybe some mellow off-road rides. Not necessarily mountain bike rides, but fire roads or gravel roads. And my touring bike that I currently have, which is a fine bike for conventional touring, was a little bit bumpy and couldn't really take wider tires, and wouldn't really be great for commuting to work. So this kind of fit the bill. Took a recent visit to the website, and I see that they've pretty much revamped the Renegade line, and this bike isn't really available anymore. This specific one, I think the one it's closest to is the S2, which is S for steel, and I think they now have an aluminum version under the A line. And the base model of the Renegade Expat Limited is still available. I think they redid the geometry, and they've switched to a Shimano group set on that version. This is SRAM. This is an Apex model. Apex 40 tooth, 11 speed, 11 to 42 in the rear. And I initially was looking at the Salsa Journeyman, not the Apex build, but the Sora build. But then I happened to see a video by TheGoatMumbler on YouTube, and he compared that to the Expat, which is a pretty good comparison. It made me think about it, so I did a search, and the local bike shop had this model on sale, about 25% off. It was a little bit more. It's the next model up, but what you get for that is both of them are steel. You do get a higher grade of steel. I assume it's 631. The Expat is 520. You get through axle on both the front and the rear. The Expat only has it on the front, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. It's 12 millimeter by 100 in the front, and I think 142 in the back. The other thing is hydraulic brakes on the Exploit. 175 millimeter crank. Says this is a 58C size bike, but I'm 6 foot tall, and so far so good on riding it. Carbon fork, as they both have, the Salsa Journeyman and the Renegades have a carbon fork. So what I've done specifically to this bike is I put on this set of 38 millimeter Gravel King tires I had laying around. I had dreams of them putting on my traditional gravel bike, but there was a little bit of a clearance concern, so decided to save the 40 millimeter Donnelly tires that came with it for later on, because I figured I'd use this as a commuter bike. Comes with an asphalt seat, which I think I'm going to replace. Doesn't really seem like the best name to put on for a seat. That's another difference with the Expat versus the Exploit. These rims are called ST Light versus just ST. These are 23C internal width, so I can mount bigger tires on it. Some other things you'll notice is I have a Relevant design top bar bag, and then I had this custom made Rogue Panda bag. What they did is I sent them a picture, and then what they do is they sell this, and I'm sure anyone can have it, but they have this bar that extends the water bottle down. As you can see, it's a little bit of a tight fit, but the idea is to drop the water bottle cage. It's too tight to get a water bottle in there, so what I did is I bought this. They have a splitter, more or less, that puts a beam here, and then you put a water bottle on the side, and that allows you for the water bottle to clear this area here. I'll put that on when I go touring. I took it off now just because I didn't want the added weight. The bike weighs about 24 3/4 pounds with just the pedals. These Shimano mountain bike pedals, I believe they are. And I think I have that's a cadence sensor, and I have a speed sensor. And then without the pump, but with the water cage and the pump holder, was just under 25 pounds, maybe 24 3/4. So that's pretty good for a steel bike. It's also tubeless. When I went to these 38s, I made it tubeless. There's the other half of the Rogue Panda bag. It's a half frame bag, custom size. I think that a conventional water bottle from a bicycle shop would fit in, because this does feel kind of tall, but I can get by with that. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Has all the mounts for a rear rack. I have a DLX Tourister by Topeak that I had on a previous bike that I'll put on there for when I go on my tours. I already tested it. It takes the panniers quite well. I have 2 front mounts up here, and I'm still looking for a lowrider front mount. According to the website, in the 700C, it'll clear 40 millimeter is what came on it. Another reason I got the bike was so that I could easily put on 650B tires, and according to the website, the widest I can go is 47, which seems to be fine. In terms of gearing and lowering it, because right now I think it's a 24-25 gear inch ratio with this 40 and then the 11 to 42 in the back, that's still too high for bike packing and the type of climbing that I need to do in my condition. I'm going to put a 11 to 46 Sunrace rear cassette on it. That will lower it. But then I was hoping to replace the crankset with a smaller gear, but the problem is the smallest this one can go is 38, so that's really not small enough. I'm hoping that the NX crank will fit it, and that can go as low as I believe 30, which would be plenty.